You must be new in town. Let me show you around the neighborhood. We got the post office, the park. Oh, this here's my house. Let me let you in. Don't be shy. Oh, please, after you. There you go. Mail call. I'm just kidding. There's no mail anymore. Anyway, come on in. If you're new to the show, every week I take real listener questions down into the sub-basement of imagination, where I get a little help answering them from my neighbors. And speaking of neighbors...
Hey, Mr. T, it's me, Stooley from down the street. Would you mind walking in and saying your line one more time, Mr. T?
Well, Stooley, I don't do second takes, and I wasn't even aware you were making a movie in here.
That's okay, I'll do my line. My dad was gonna drop me off at the tool today, but... Oops, that's a blooper.
Stooley, you can't shoot a whole movie with a flip phone. Vertical cinema is dead. But it does give me an idea for an episode.
Aw, gee, if you're too busy, I'll have to recast you.
You hit those headshots, Stooley. As for us, we'll head down into the sub-basement of imagination for a movie magic special. I'll see you on the other side. All right, hey, he's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's Mr. James. Say hello.
Hi!
That's why we love him. And he's a sequel that's better than the original, Mr. Eddie.
Hello.
And you know what?
Hello. There we go.
That's better. Hey, you're not going to get a job in this town unless you're willing to... Anyway, let's get on with our movie magic episode. We got a new system here, trying this out. This is we got some cards here, face down, you might say, with pictures for every question. Now, I'm going to let you guys pick the picture so that you can answer questions that maybe are best suited to you, to your preferences, your knowledge, specialties. Let's take a look at some of these. Just, we've got a picture of Andy Serkis, a picture of Jabba the Hutt. That's all I'll give away. And who wants to go first? Who would like to pick their question first?
Yeah, okay, my question's on Edward Norton on the bottom right corner.
Damn
We
it.
got an...
That's the one I wanted. Right.
I wanted to know how they got on all of his movies, how the makeup artists were able to cover up the swastika tattooed on his chest.
Well, you know, every Edward Norton movie, they win Best Makeup. That's why they win.
Yeah, because in Fight Club, The Incredible Hulk.
They're the same, hand to hand.
Well, this is they got. The only movie, or I know of, that they're just like, all right, we'll let it slide, Edward, is American History X.
Because it fit. It was diegetic.
it fit
A
with his
diegetic
character.
tattoo.
Yeah. And he claims it's the Indian swastika, but we all know.
He's not a Buddhist. He can't do any sutras from memory. He's not a Buddhist.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I did have a question to go with that picture. It was, should we replace Edward Norton with Mark Ruffalo in every movie, digitally?
Oh.
Did you just say Ruffalo?
I'm sorry, is it Ruffalo like Buffalo?
Yeah. Great Mark Ruffalo.
Tim.
Well, hey, look, I only see his name in credits, okay? I don't listen to the...
how badly you pronounce people's names.
I'm sorry, it's a condition.
Shia LaBeouf, Mark Ruffalo. You had one that made me really laugh.
Baruch Obama?
No. Because I wouldn't be able to pronounce that.
We'll think of it. You'll think of it and embarrass me.
It'll come to me. But yeah, I mean, not Archie nowadays. Edward Norton is not really known to be great
Quote,
to work with.
easy to work with?
But didn't he come out with that movie where he plays like a mentally challenged crime investigator?
Hey, that sounds familiar.
I think that was the biopic of his early years.
And you're saying we shouldn't make a CGI doppelganger of Mark Ruffalo?
No, because for that movie in particular, if Edward Norton's playing himself, then like, I feel like the man deserves his role.
Good point. Okay, so we'll leave this one at if he's playing himself, you don't replace him with a CGI double.
Exactly. When he's playing a mentally challenged investigative reporter or a neo-Nazi, then he's allowed to play himself.
All right. Well, that passes it to Eddie. Would you like to pick your card?
Yeah, I'll pick, since James took the one I originally wanted. I'll take The Shoe from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
The Shoe from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Your question is, did Roger Rabbit kill Roger Rabbit-style movies? You don't see a lot of those.
That is true. Actually, I think his overacting and his lisp, just like Edward Norton, makes him hard to work with.
He is. Hey, this is why they don't make cartoon movies,
Yeah,
cartoon
he does have a
live-action
hot wife,
movies.
though.
That's true.
Oh yeah. But I have a theory about why millennials. There's so many furry millennials.
You have a theory?
Because of movies like Who Framed Roger Rabbit and
Those darn anthro movies.
and like Space Jam.
Balto.
Balto.
Can't forget about Balto. All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Well, that's just my obsession with Charlie Sheen.
True.
Was he in the first movie, or was he just in the second movie?
Oh, I bet he was in the first.
All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Mm-hmm.
I think he was in the first.
He is a devout
I know
Christian
Burt Reynolds was in the first one.
and a dog person.
What about fuck, what's that Charlie Sheen movie? Hot Fuzz?
No, that's
Hot Shot.
Hot Shot.
Hot Shot.
Hot Shots Part 2.
Oh yeah, that was the whole fuck you, Dad. I don't need to be a real actor. That's his face right there.
Speaking of early Charlie Sheen movies, I heard there was a bit of I heard someone Me Too'd him about a scene about a movie he was in.
I mean, can you really Me Too Charlie Sheen at this point? Like,
and the guy and the guy who was, I guess, like the victim of Charlie Sheen's actions is no longer alive. So
How convenient.
right?
I mean, this is a while ago. He died a while ago. So I don't know. I guess he himself could neither cannot say what happened or what didn't happen, but yeah, from what I heard, kind of creepy.
It's sort of like Watchmen. You know, someone had that
What did he
like a
do?
journal.
Apparently, he had sex with Corey Haim, and you know, normally that's not like, who gives a fuck if two guys have sex with each other. But Charlie Sheen was like 19 or 20. Corey Haim was like 13, maybe 14.
Okay.
Yeah, like, ooh.
Didn't know any better.
Oh, I thought you said sects. And I had to do the
Sects?
math
They were
because
sexting.
phones didn't have texts back then.
Oh.
But then I figured, I used context clues.
Yeah, but they were part of the elite, so
Oh, that's true, they had phones earlier.
yeah.
But I'd say we're getting off topic. James, why don't you pick a card?
With pleasure, Tim. I'll take De Niro for 300.
CGI De Niro. Hey, you know, that's a pick from The Irishman, the making of.
Oh.
The question is, can actors now play younger-looking versions of themselves forever?
If there's money from the mouse involved, yeah.
Oh, that's true. You need that mouse money.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it, though. Gemini Man, The Irish Man.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Visually, those probably aren't going to hold up.
Yeah, I mean, they still have this. If it's the same actor playing the same role, but they just digitize their face to look younger, they still have the old people movement. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, they're still sluggish.
That's
Now,
what I'm saying. If there's no Disney money, and if there's no Disney money to like make that shit look like that's actually you 20 years ago, like
there's no point.
Yeah.
It's sort of like they just need a stable of like men or women with the body type you're looking for, and then you just maybe use the voice and the face. Sort of like L.A. Noire. I think that's basically what they did.
How well that holds up.
Very well, James.
I never got to finish that game because I think for the 360 it came in 2 discs.
Yeah, it did.
And the second disc was scratched, so I never got to find out who was the killer.
Oh well. You
Don't
find out
spoil
some
it.
interesting shit about your character.
Just don't spoil it, all right?
It came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm waiting till it goes on sale on Steam, and then I'll pick it up again.
All right.
My turn now?
Yeah, Eddie, you pick a card.
All right, I'll take. You know what? Let's take it back a bit, but not too far back. Go to Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt, center square.
Mm-hmm.
Your question is, with today's technology, what old movies could we add Jabba the Hutt to? Like, look at A New Hope. You can add Jabba the Hutt to any scene, in any context.
What about the singer?
The singer from Jedi?
Yeah.
Jedi rocks. That's what you got to look up if you need context.
Have you guys ever watched that deleted scene where Jabba the Hutt is a guy?
Yes, that's the one that they first put CGI Jabba on top of. It's the secret to why it worked so well. But they had, a guy in a little fursuit being like, Han, you gotta pay me back, boy.
I'm sure that's how it went.
I'm trying to find the lyrics to Jedi Rocks because you're right. Both of these scenes are good examples of how you can add any character to any movie in post.
The Notebook.
He'd be good in The Notebook.
It's in the background, just staring at them while they're embracing each other in the rain.
I love it.
Good.
And you know, that's a good, it's like Pacific Rim. It's easy to put characters in, busy, noisy scenes like rain. It's more believable.
Yeah, like he could star next to Charlie Day as one of the creatures he's experimenting on.
Put Jabba in Pacific Rim. Hey, I already have a sign. I could go outside with that.
Rim Jabba.
Yes! Eddie, you did it! You successfully kicked James out of The Voice.
I did it. Oh my god. You don't know how hard I worked on this.
You win.
I win.
You win the little golden man, Eddie.
Thank you. I have, well, he's not so much little, but yeah, it's a pleasure.
Oh my god.
And he's not golden, he's a little brown.
All right, well.
I think you're next, James.
Yeah, James, why don't you pick a card?
I had a whole thing I was talking about how Jabba the Hutt.
No, you weren't.
was
I think you
originally
dropped out.
played was originally just a Scottish guy. Before
I saw that scene, yeah.
Huh?
I saw that in A New Hope, the deleted scenes.
Yeah.
But
More like
George
a new-
Lucas improved it.
He gave it that old Lucas touch.
Yeah.
George Lucas is really bad at writing dialogue.
Supposedly.
I don't know.
Would you like to take a crack at rewriting key scenes from the prequel trilogy?
Oh yeah.
Okay, your assignment for next week is to rewrite the scene with Padme and Anakin where he talks about sand.
Oh, from
Attack of the Clones.
Clones?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
But you must keep the
I can
conversation
do it.
about, like, the subtext still has to be that he doesn't like the beach because it reminds him of Tatooine.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it better than George Lucas.
I got you.
All right, whose turn is it?
It's James' turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Joaquin.
I'm looking... Oh, okay, Joaquin is the Joker. I didn't...
Yeah.
Once again, I'm a little slow on the uptake. Joker on the steps. Your question is, best use of a staircase, Joker or Battleship Potemkin? Whatever you choose, James, someone is going to disagree with you.
Well, I don't know anything about Battleship. What did you say? Battleship
let me-
Potemkin?
Yes, Battleship Potemkin, very famous. Hey, if you'd taken a Cinema 101 course, the Battleship Potemkin has a famous use of montage where a staircase that's like maybe 30 steps, it takes about 10 minutes for a group of people to run down because they're getting fired upon by the evil, the czars, I think. And so it takes them 10 minutes to get down a staircase that arguably should take them 30 seconds.
Kind of like in MXC, except instead of going up a hill and people throwing boulders at you. running down.
Right. Exactly like MXC.
Hey Tim,
Yes.
what are these people running from?
They're not. They're running too.
Yes.
You can't go, James.
But I'm assuming since you haven't seen Battleship Potemkin, your answer defaults to Joker,
Yeah, probably.
which is a very good staircase scene.
Because I'm a neckbeard, Tim, and that's
That's
like
true.
That's my. That's our
dirty
movie.
Some would say.
The movie of our people.
Dirty neck. Well, only my ex-girlfriends.
Eh. Was it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay, let's see who's left. Huh.
You guys are leaving out the
imagery.
ones.
That imagery is familiar to me, but I don't remember what movies that's from. The bottom left corner. Next
It's an interesting poster.
I've seen this image before.
I just can't.
I can't put my tongue on it.
So, Tim, would you mind enlightening me?
I will enlighten you.
Uh-huh.
So what we have here is the Polish poster, and if you're familiar, Poland went through a phrase where they would do unique posters. They hired local artists to do very interesting graphic arts posters for Hollywood movies. You can find a lot of these. This is a poster for Dead Ringers, a movie where Jeremy Irons plays two characters, twins, that are both gynecologists. And the image is of a sort of a two-faced figure with some sort of orifice dividing them.
Okay, makes sense why it looks familiar.
And the question is, best one actor in two roles movie? Obviously, one example, Dead Ringers, but just for to provide some alternatives, of course, Austin Powers is in the running.
Austin Powers.
What about the Nutty
Yeah, he
Professor?
played, I was gonna say
Naughty Professor? Very
What
good.
about, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy in what?
Fuck, he was recently in a movie where he played a lawyer and he played a criminal. Like they were twin brothers.
I see that. Yeah. It's called Legend.
There we go. I Am Legend.
I Am Legend,
with the
starring
Will
Tom
Smith.
Hardy.
There's would you say no, because Gemini wasn't it played by his older son? They just CGI'd his face onto him.
I'm willing to count it. It falls in the
Gemini
category. Yeah.
Gemini Man. I thought I read somewhere that was the person that was playing I guess the double was his actual son. They just changed his face.
But he's got to provide the
His
voice.
older son that they don't really talk about.
They don't. Yeah, the first mistake, I guess.
Yeah. Who was that kid with? I don't even remember.
Yeah. Anyway.
Does Will remember? That's the question.
So wait, what was the question?
Best one actor in two roles movie. I'm willing to accept the Nutty Professor.
What about Martin Lawrence?
In Big Mama's house?
God, it's Big Mama's house.
But did he play two characters, or was that the same character in disguise? You can't do a split screen.
Okay, so we accept Gemini Man,
Yes.
but we can't accept Martin Lawrence?
No, I refuse to accept Big Mama's house because they don't both appear in the same shot.
I feel like this podcast is blacklisting Martin Lawrence, just like Hollywood did.
No, Martin Lawrence blacklisted Martin Lawrence.
True. That is very true. He did that to himself. All right. I take that. I'll take that back, and I guess I would have to do the Nutty Professor then.
I could tell you guys what, in my opinion, is the worst movie that.
What about I just remembered. I just dropped my phone.
If you say Norbit, I swear to God. I was gonna.
I mean,
Eddie, I'm not gonna trust your movie's taste anymore.
I mean, I didn't
was gonna say
that.
Norbit is the worst.
I was gonna say, do you remember in Tropic Thunder?
Oh
Jack
my
Black's
God!
character.
Oh, for the commercial? Yeah. Jeff Portnoy.
I guess it counts.
Jeff Portnoy and Jeff Portnoy.
Farts.
Fart. Fatties. Fart too.
Fatties. There we go. That takes the cake.
All right.
My
Fatties
worst one's gotta be either Norbit or So I Married an Axe Murderer.
I've never seen that the whole way through. What is it? So is the actress playing dual roles or what?
No, Mike Myers is playing Mike Myers plays himself, his dad, and his grandpa.
That was one of his early movies that he did that. Like that was that was before Austin Powers.
Yeah, I don't know if it was
himself and his stepdad. Yeah, it's actually a really good movie.
Before, no, I don't know.
That was after Wayne's World. That was after Wayne's World.
No, I was gonna say, but was it before the Nutty Professor?
I bet.
No,
technically, it's after the original Nutty Professor.
Can we take this to the internet?
I'll feed this information to the supercomputer.
Yeah, let's see.
But
run it by the database.
That's definitely.
I want to say it did come out before because it came out in I think 97, 98, and Nutty Professor came out in 99.
Oh no, my Axe Murderer was pretty early on, 93. Nutty Professor came out 3 years after.
Wait, what?
Nutty Professor came later, 96.
Yeah. Yeah, see?
Yeah, but So I Married an Axe Murderer didn't have Janet Jackson in it.
You make a good point.
Your picks. You're contradicting your own picks.
I fucking can't stand So I Married an Axe Murderer. I don't know. Maybe I've only watched it twice. The first time I watched it, I was like 9 or 10 years old, and I just didn't.
Whoa.
I didn't really like it, and then I watched it again with Phil and Andreas, but I was like on acid,
I remember
and
that.
I was just shitting on the movie the whole time, like
Yeah, I heard.
nonstop. I was just making fun of the movie,
Needless
and
to say, they never invited him to another movie night.
yeah, because just the whole movie I was just making fun of it.
Because I can tell you right now, that's Phil's one of his favorite movies.
Man,
I liked it. It's a good movie. It's
and it takes
entertaining.
place here in San Francisco.
I thought it was in Seattle.
No, dude, it's in SF.
Oh,
They
that's
go
right.
to they go to like Bolinas towards the end of the
Yeah.
movie. Either Bolinas or Simpsons Beach, somewhere like in Marin.
Right.
But yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe it's a movie I gotta rewatch. I'll rewatch it, and then maybe my opinion of it will change.
So your review of So I Married an Axe Murderer, worth a rewatch.
Yeah, don't drop. My review is don't drop acid before watching that movie.
To be fair, that's most of your reviews.
Yeah.
And I think
That's-
you're up to pick a card, James.
Hmm.
It seems like y'all have been avoiding the ones that are hard to not obvious at first glance what they are.
Oh yeah.
You caught on to my ruse.
I mean,
Is that in the upper right corner? Is that Wahlberg?
I think it's Hugo Weaving in heavy makeup.
Oh.
You want to go with top right?
Hmm. Is that or what's next? Is that Spalding next to him? No, that's not Richard Spalding.
I think it's just Dick Van Dyke, but it's the colorization is the important part
Dick
there.
Van Dyke.
Exactly.
Everyone needs some colored dick in them once in a while.
Of course.
hey.
Eddie's got that on a bumper sticker.
Mhm. It's actually tattooed in the on my chest.
On your chest. Yeah. I'll go with Dick Van Dyke.
All right. We got colorized Dick Van Dyke. The question is,
Richard Spalding.
would you watch colorized movies if by colorized I mean we added people of color in post?
Oh, what's his Lucas threw in more aliens to the old Star Wars movies to make it feel like it was more spacey.
Exactly like that, except in this case, we'd be taking more contemporary movies and making it seem more diverse.
I
I feel this is an untapped market. Like, studios could just do a quick review of their movie. They don't have to care about how they shoot it or who they hire to be extras. They'll just take a quick look at it and say, okay, let's farm this out to a studio to add some color in the background.
I don't know. I feel like that's just giving studios which like just giving them a pat on the back. Like that's and it's like nah, man. You guys already have your egos inflated like way too much. You just need to calm down with that, you know? It's like I think it would be funny if Disney, let's say if Disney does that, they throw in more people of color into like Songs of the South. And they're just like,
A topic we're very fond of here.
huh?
We're very fond of that movie.
Yep, over here. Or let's say if would be really funny if they did that with Breakfast at Tiffany's and had for Mickey Rooney's character, they had like an actual Japanese person, but it's still just Mickey Rooney's voiceover for it.
Hey, I'd support that.
Oh man.
I thought you were gonna say Breakfast Club.
Oh, Breakfast Club. Oh. Yeah, there's apparently no people of color in Sherman, Illinois. I feel like all those movies are just all white folk.
That movie would be improved with, you just add I'm going to assume there's 8 of them, so just add a 9th character, a person of color in the background who doesn't have any lines but has sort of reaction shots. So it's like he's participating. Nah, if I was I don't know. Sounds like it's
a movie. I would just be like, I would first of all, I would just leave. Like,
guys, it's just attention.
Yeah, seriously.
They're not gonna make us stay here.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Force us to stay here? It's Saturday. Come on, I'm trying to smoke some pot. But yeah, Breakfast Club is a shitty movie, and adding people of color wouldn't make it less of a shitty movie.
Somehow that's progressive and a little bit racist. I like it.
Nice. Way to go, James.
Hey, how is that racist?
Because you're arguing against adding people of color.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. I don't see color.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that
there should never be in any movies.
If you remade the movie and people of color in the remake of The Breakfast Club, for sure. But if you're just going to digitally copy and paste people of color into the original Breakfast Club movie, the original Breakfast Club movie is still gonna be a terrible movie, regardless if there's people of color in it.
Okay, I accept your argument.
Breakfast Club sucks as a movie. All the characters in it are terrible. And, except for the janitor. He was fucking cool.
He was a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool guy club.
Cool janitors.
But yeah, I don't know. I just don't think. I think movies are terrible. Don't watch them.
That's a good take.
Yep.
Looks like we got two more. Eddie, which one are you going to choose?
We do have 2 more? Who do you have?
We have
Yeah.
Cloud Atlas in the top right and Andy Serkis on the left.
I'm going to go with Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas. We got the question, did the race bending in Cloud Atlas go far enough? Some people weren't happy, but
racism in that film?
race bending, that's when an actor plays against race, usually with the help of copious amounts of makeup.
Oh.
Okay.
James, you should be familiar. I guess technically...
Yeah, James, you should be familiar.
No. You know where we get this from. James, you know.
About those movies, Tim.
Your hard stance on The Breakfast Club? There shouldn't be anybody of color in that?
No, because the term comes from the Avatar, The Last Airbender movie, which I guess didn't involve makeup at all, but they cast white people.
Bending. I don't know, but what's your guys' take on that Bob's Burgers guy's new show?
Is the musical or what? I don't know.
He came out with a new show.
Is it the one where they're high school kids or?
No. Oh, I guess there's high school kids. It's a cartoon, and it's in the same animation as Bob's Burgers.
Is Amy Poehler in it? I've seen like one episode of that.
There's some middle-aged white lady actress in it who quit the show because she was cast as a black teenager, and she quit the show because she felt like she couldn't portray a black American teenager.
Did she know who played Mr. Brown, Cleveland Brown? In
He quit Family Guy because of that.
Did he?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of that.
For playing Cleveland for like 20 years.
I mean, at that point, no one
now
really cares,
you want to
right?
quit? Yeah.
Like,
you
even had your own show.
I don't know who gets their. I don't know who develops their opinions, or knowledge, I should say, on different cultures. I don't know who develops their knowledge on other cultures through cartoons, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's funny because it's like she's not playing that role thinking that people will get a better understanding of different cultures throughout this country. Like you're just being in some probably crappy cartoon, just being some character in a cartoon that I'm not probably sure I'm not even gonna watch.
Okay, is it Duncanville or Bless the Hearts?
Which one?
I can only the only new cartoons I see are Duncanville and Bless the Hearts.
I don't think it's either of those.
Well, then we're screwed.
It's that big park in New York. That's what it's called.
That's a movie. That's a movie.
It's a movie?
Yeah. Apple TV, Central Park. I'll run that by the supercomputer.
Central Park.
Yes, that's a musical film from the creators of Bob's Burgers.
Ugh, gosh. And the movie's gonna probably not be good. I mean, I'm not a crazy big fan of Bob's Burgers.
Okay, I was wrong, by the way. I guess it is 7 episodes, but they always advertised it as a musical, so...
It could be a musical TV show. Stupid.
I guess you're right. I guess I am stupid.
But, yeah, What's-Her-Face quit the show because of that.
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell.
That is an odd choice.
Huh?
An odd choice to play an African-American teenager, I agree.
For sure. I mean, I think it's funny that Kristen Bell plays any teenager, because she's, in her mid-40s. But...
Oh, you know what I was thinking about? Elizabeth Banks. I was like... I was like, Zach and Mary?
But if you're... Oh, god damn. What a smoke show. Only
you, James.
But I mean, for sure, if you want to delve into the culture on said black teenager from Central Park, New York, then yeah, if you to get a more accurate portrayal, you should get a person of color to play that role for sure. However, I don't think that is what the show is going to be doing. I think it's just going to be some crappy crap musical that is probably only going to be on for one season.
Well, the reason why they're doing it is because they two things: either they do want to give other actors, voice actors of color, an opportunity to play more roles,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
second thing is also because they're trying to stop anything to like whatever might damage their image or whatever. Even though
Okay.
that's not the main reason, but subconsciously that is part of it too.
You got to
No,
wonder
for
about the
sure.
sequence of
Do
events. I
you
mean,
guys
See,
know
my thing is this: if she would have
who?
just said, "Hey, I don't want to take this role, but
Yeah, she took
I
the
recommend."
role.
No, but then start saying, "But I offered she recommended people that she knew
Oh,
that are excellent voice actors that are people of color to pick
yeah,
up
for
this
sure.
role." But
No, if you're gonna give,
but for a fact, actors are different from voice actors because voice actors actually do that. That's part of that's how they get jobs. They like, look, I may not be good for this role, but bro, I know my buddy, he will be perfect for this. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like voice actors tend to help each other out when it comes to roles, not actors.
yeah,
And the reason why these TV shows or movies or whatever hire actors is because they think, oh, they're gonna bring people to watch because we got this Hollywood actor performing when you got my boy
yeah.
Bender over
No,
there
I feel you,
doing this for
man. You
like
should
30
just,
years.
you should just get more actual voice
Who's a
actors.
professional? Yes,
Yeah,
my
get
boy, fucking Samurai Jack.
Phil Lamar.
Hermie,
Yeah.
yeah. That
Phil,
dude's been an
Phil,
actor, but he decided to do voice acting because he was able to change his voice up.
yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
something about Phil Lamar, he's not Asian. Like at
He ain't. He ain't.
all.
That's the thing. But that's what I'm saying. It's like,
an argument for race bending.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
for
asking me am
sure.
I for it? That was a question. If it went too far.
For Samurai Jack, yes. For Cloud Atlas, no.
No.
For animation,
Probably
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think anyone
animation
should give a
doesn't
fuck when
matter.
it comes to animation. Like
Yeah,
when it
because
comes to
if
anime,
anybody can change their voice to do something for different character, a fictional character on top of that, it shouldn't matter. But when it comes to like
uh,
actual, like it's a person in a film, like an actual film, then I think there's a moment where it's like, just get an actor. There's plenty
yeah,
of actors that can
just
fit that role if you
exactly.
just
Just get the
go and
actor
look. Just because
who.
just because Tom Hanks has a big name, do you really think he deserves to be be
To be
half
Woody.
yeah, deserves to be Woody, or Tom
Have you
Cruise deserves to be a samurai? No.
um, do you remember that Chappelle bit with Paul Mooney? He's talking about movies, and this girl asked him about the Last Samurai, and he's all like, "How are they gonna get the Last Samurai to be played as a white dude?" He's like, uh, that's pretty offensive. He's like, next summer you'll see a trailer for the last N-word on Earth starring Tom Hanks. I thought that was pretty funny.
I mean, he's
but
spoken
yeah, man,
truth.
race bending I don't think should be a thing for live action movies, but I think cartoons and animation
It
for sure
shouldn't
should have
matter.
some leeway. Yeah, because
Yeah, it
like
shouldn't matter
yeah,
unless they're taking a job, and that's honestly that's and pretty much in
maybe you
everything, but
shouldn't get a well-known white or
actor,
actor to play
actress,
like
yeah,
or not even it doesn't even have to be the skin color. Like don't get a well-known actor to like established actor
yeah.
to do
And
some voice.
Angelina Jolie didn't need to be a tiger.
Yeah, exactly. She's like not a good
Lucy
voice
Liu,
actor.
She's
Lucy
barely
Liu.
tiger-like.
Granted, Lucy Liu did some voice acting in the past, in Futurama,
Like for drama,
but she
yeah.
played
She just
herself.
played herself. Yeah.
Yeah, so that shouldn't even count.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Uh. Oh God, I hate new Disney animation. Like
But
all the
anyways.
remakes of like animated movies, they're just still animated. They're just all CGI. I don't know. I'm just
Never been a big fan of those kind of animated movies either.
yeah, like the
Like,
Lion King
so
remake,
there was no
the
need for that.
fucking I know the Jungle Book remake.
The Jungle Book,
Dumb.
that shit was messed up. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen the remake.
Well, then how are you going to speak on it?
I mean, it just looks terrible.
No, I mean, it looks terrible, yes. You know, if you're basing it off the Jungle Book from the 1990s, then it looks better. You know what I mean?
Nah.
But at least though that movie, everything was live. The animals were real. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh, I didn't realize that Aku was played by a Baldwin.
Only,
Well, now.
yeah. They
Yeah,
had a
now.
Japanese actor. You know, the guy who played
passed
Uncle
away.
Iroh. Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah,
Yeah, he
Mako?
passed away.
Yeah.
He was the original
Haku.
Yeah, then he passed away.
And
And when
I
they
think
did the remake, they brought him along. Like they brought him they brought him along in the later arcs. Samurai
I
Jack
think
before he
Greg
went.
Baldwin plays Uncle Iroh now too. Did he just take over all this dude's roles? Like-
Maybe. Seems that way.
So race bending is okay if you're a good friend of the deceased.
Yeah, he's a ugly ass looking Baldwin, so I could see why he's in voice acting.
And I'm sure he didn't get it by his name.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
He was like,
he,
"Oh, you're that Baldwin."
yeah, no, he's not
Never
an
mind.
attractive looking Baldwin for sure.
He's not the oldest.
We got one more card, by the way, and I think it's going to default to you, James.
Oh, swear.
Sorry.
The last one. The last one is a picture of Andy Serkis in a suit. The question is, and I'm sorry that this was a real pileup of racially charged questions. The last question
You just
seems to
love
be.
to make it about race, Tim.
Hey, these are the questions. Okay, these are the questions. Would you watch Roots, but with Andy Serkis in every role?
Oh.
He could play every role. He's a brilliant actor. Mocap every role in Roots.
No. I'm just gonna have to say no on that one.
A hard no from Mr. James. Eddie,
Yeah.
Eddie, what do you think?
Did he play the Cuban in whatchamacallit, that one musical movie? that James
Andy
likes?
Serkis as a Cuban.
Oh,
In
the what musical movie?
between the Sharks and the
First of all, those are not Cubans, my friend. Those are Puerto Ricans. Fucking racist.
There we go. There we
That's
go.
that's like if I just called you El Salvadorian.
You know that's not true. Because most likely you call an El Salvadorian Mexican. Because we are the dominant.
Well, there's more Puerto Rican folk in New York than there are Cubans.
Yeah, so most likely. And you basically did what I did. But we'll
I can find no evidence of Andy Serkis being in West Side Story. However, I bet he could play every part in that movie as well.
I
You
think
think
he
so?
can.
You think he can mocap Maria?
I thought he was in that movie.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, no, because if we're talking, I feel like we just kind of answered this question in the last one. Like, mocaps aside, like race
Whoa.
bending should just stick to cartoons because the world of cartoons are complete fantasy. Nothing about cartoons should speak about to fiction or nonfiction.
because it's not real.
Yeah, fucking, because cartoons aren't real.
Granted, if you're making a voice to belittle a race or to just make fun, then that's wrong. But but if
like
that
pretty much
voice
all of the Looney Tunes.
let's say this. Let's say a voice is needed in order to play a certain Southern character in a way that is known through that region that character's from, and you're able to play that voice. Granted, and you're not the race shouldn't dictate where the voice goes, because if you're able to play that role, I know people that fucking didn't realize that Cleveland Brown was played by a white guy, because in their mind they always thought he was black, and not because of his voice. Like, he just played a guy like that's from that area. Like, that voice comes out of those people. It doesn't necessarily mean anything about race. So then when it comes to animation, it shouldn't be about that either. Like I said before, like, I understand that if an actress or an actor steps out on a role because the character in that role turns out to be either black or Hispanic or just a whole different other race, and they like, you know what, I don't feel comfortable playing this role. I was like, okay, do you recommend somebody? Like, do you know somebody? Like, have you reached out? If not, then shut up. You know, like, we don't need to hear that you're for you're part of you're for the cause and you're down with OPP or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's no there's no
down with OPP.
Well, you know what I mean? Like,
Tim's too white to know what that means.
Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Yeah, exactly. Most celebrities feel like they're giving themselves a fucking big ass pat in the back for declining a role, but like,
just shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, patting celebrities on the back is my job.
Tim, do you know what OPP means?
Well, I looked it up. Seems to be a song by Naughty by Nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know me.
And boy, I do. I think, honestly, I think all movies and TV shows suck. Just go out and read a book.
I'm willing to live with that answer.
I'm not. There's certain TV shows that I enjoy just based off the entertainment value of it. Like, it distracts me enough to realize from everything.
Yeah, I mean, we all know you like Taxi Cab Confessions and Real Sex.
Cat House.
The Ranch.
The Ranch. Yeah, that's where a lot of stars got the upstart.
Yep.
Sunny
I
Lane.
remember watching that episode of The Ranch with you in it. I was like, they tried to blur your face up, and I was like, oh.
They didn't do a good job.
We all know.
Like, I had to call and be like, hey, dude, you guys didn't do a good job.
Yeah, dog.
They didn't have enough money in the budget.
No.
It was just too big.
Fuck.
On that note,
we take our leave.
Yes.
Oh my
Take a
God.
bow. Take a bow and exit the stage that represents movie magic.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. What? I'm looking at a photo of Russell Crowe. Ooh.
I guess we'll never know what James had to say about Russell Crowe. No, I'm just kidding. He said he let himself go. Anyway, I guess it's time you were on your way. You just listened to Mr. Tim's Neighborhood. Credit where credit is due. Most additional audio is from freesound.org with links in the description. Mr. Tim's Neighborhood is a comedy podcast you can find on iTunes, Spotify, and MrTim.com. Thanks for stopping by.